Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. My name is Dina Safia binti Taufir Rashidi. So today we will discuss the issue titled Online Learning and Traditional Learning. Which one is better? This issue occurred because the COVID-19 pandemic, also known as the coronavirus pandemic, is an ongoing global pandemic of coronavirus. The virus spreading very rapidly and spreading to almost all countries in just a few months. Institutions, including universities and colleges, had to be closed and encouraged to study online. Therefore, we will discuss this matter further. So let's first acquainted with our panelists who is eager to show their knowledge in our forum today. Well, to my right is the first panel, Miss Normashita binti Omar. How are you today, Miss?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, moderator sister. How about you?
Okay, next I introduce the second panelist who is next to the first panel, which is Miss Emi Najwa binti Ahmad Nazrul. Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. It seems that everyone is ready to start our forum today. I'd like to ask our first question to Miss Machita. Can you explain online learning during the pandemic COVID-19? And by selecting online learning, what application is suitable for use during the learning session?
Thank you to our moderator sister. First of all, I would like to say a million thanks to the organizer of today's forum event for willing to invite me to give a speech and review on the topic 5 online learning vs traditional learning. For that, I will explain 5 advantages of online learning. As we all know, our country, actually not only our country but almost nearly the entire country as well as the entire world has been hit by COVID-19 pandemic in the modern period. As a result, all of our regular activities such as going to school, work, college and any job that require physical activities are also affected. And all of these physical activities should be done by online, regardless of whether they are studying or working. We cannot escape this problem because it is a natural disaster and cannot be controlled by human. And what we can do is prevent this disease from spreading. Because of that, some job industry will do their job through the virtual world, and not including students like me and all the friends. We also have to do online learning, and the platform we can use is Google Meet. With the existence of this Google Meet platform, there are various convenient platform which is Google Meet is free to all Google users. What is interesting about it is the free version support up to 100 participants. Another advantage of Google Meet is this is a relatively easy to use, as simple as clicking or tapping a link. This platform also available via web apps or dedicated native app for Mac OS, Microsoft Windows, iOS and iPad OS and Android operating system. Clicking a link will launch either a web browser that redirect to the actual meeting or an app. Creating a meeting is also as simple as launching the platform, generating the link and sending to the meeting link to participants via messaging apps, email, or more interestingly, by creating an event in Google Calendar and sending out the invite to email participants in the contact list. Very easy and suitable for use among students and employees. Because of the existence of Google Meet, this meeting or class meeting can be done at any time and only be at home during this pandemic. We all can learn as well. Enough of this information for this point. Back to our moderator.
Thank you, Miss Mashita, for the description given just now and also share information about online learning. Okay, so how students send assignment to lecturer by using online learning?
Thank you to our moderator sister. For the next point, I would like to talk about Google Classroom. Since as a KPTM student, we use the Google Classroom platform to submit all of our lecturer assignment. Yes, students can send their assignment using Google Classroom. On this online learning, Google Classroom is also quite handy for us because the benefit of this Google Classroom is number one, accessibility. Google Classroom can be accessed from any computer via Google Chrome or from any mobile device regardless of platform. All files uploaded by teacher and student are stored in a classroom folder in Google Drive. User can access Google Classroom anytime and anywhere. Students no longer have to worry about crashes computer or hungry dogs. Number 2, exposure. Classroom provides students with exposure to an online learning system. Many college and university programs now require students to enroll in at least one online class. Exposure to Google Classroom many help students transition into other learning management system used in higher education. Number 3, paperless. Teacher and student won't have excess amount of paper to shuffle since classroom is completely paperless. When teacher upload assignment and assessment to classroom, they are simultaneously saved to Drive. Students can complete assignment and assessment directly through classroom, and their work is also saved to Drive. Students can access missed work due to absence and locate other resources they may need. There are many facilities that can we get from this Google Classroom application. Therefore, lecturer and student at KPTM use Google Classroom as this online learning platform.
Next, my question is, to presentation, what application is suitable for students to record video and easy to use?
Thank you, moderator sister, for the question. As a student or worker who are study or works online, we are all inseparable for making video or recording any video of the result of learning or work that we do every day. So, in this advanced age, we can use application Loom. This application to record all the video resulting from our learning season. Aside from that, this Loom app can be shared with anyone so they may access and examine it anytime. Not only that, but this Loom software is also free to use, making it easy and learn and review. So it does matter whether student miss class or have any internet issues on the day of the class, because the lecturer can film the learning activities and all students can access the learning video and relearn the topic that were missed.
So my next question is, how do students find learning and reading materials with online learning?
Wow, this is an interesting question. Thank you, moderator sister. Alright, before COVID-19 hit the world, we could obtain information everywhere and ask friends, but now we all learn online and everything has changed. All the information we have to search online, and Google is among the best place for information search. The advantage of this Google is that there is a very deep variety of information that we can get from this Google. Moreover, students who are in the process of learning just by searching for any information on Google can complete all the work well and full, interesting and accurate info.
Decide what application is suitable for lecturers submit learning video and easy for students to use.
Yes, thank you, moderator sister, for the question. Yes, all learning education or work involve virtual online right now. And because of that, either when we are at home or outside, if there is an emergency call or mock class, we can easily access our information via Google Drive. Yes, Google Drive is really useful for us because it allows us to access all information files, whether they are education or work related from any location. Because Google Drive allows us to keep our files and information in the virtual world and access them at any time. Not only that, Google Drive also can ability to edit files. This is a very good and convenient advantage. And more interestingly and very fun, Google Drive also can compatibility with most device. Quick file search, easy sharing, also can open the file for any discussion. This all makes it very easy for everyone to do all the tasks faster and more efficiently, even online. And more interesting about this Google Drive is it can save space for free storage of up to 15 GB. Yes, more compact and convenient. Very good and efficient for student like me. Well, that's a little bit of information for me. I hope that's all of the information I share will make it easier for us to learn, whether we learn online or in physically. Thank you to our moderator sister for asking me this question. Stay safe and Assalamualaikum everyone. Goodbye.
Before our country was hit by the COVID pandemic 19, we could learn face to face and all activities could be done physically and independently. But the unexpected we will learn online now with more challenging. So, Miss Emine Joa is our second panel. What is the advantage traditional learning? Better, can you explain?
Face-to-face learning is an instructional method where course content and learning material are taught in person to a group of students. This allows for a live interaction between a learner and an instructor. It's the most traditional type of learning interaction. Learners benefit from a greater level of interaction with their fellow students as well. Face-to-face learning is an effective way to learn knowledge and skills because it often combines different ways of learning, including writing, reading, discussion, presentation, project, group work, field and clip, demonstration, and practice. There's a lot of advantage that students can get in face-to-face learning. For example, 1. Students able to concentrate harder on their learning because there will be less distraction than if you were at home. 2. Students can gain greater understanding, stories and real words, example from teacher and other students. 3. Students can access more information and richer understanding through teacher and other student body language and voice.
By choosing face-to-face, as we know, all things we can do in a physical way, such as group study with friends and lecturers. Can Miss Amy explain the advantage of group learning?
I can say that if you make a study group face-to-face, it will be more effective because it can help students to better understand and the work is even easier to do when they can meet in person. Study group also can be called as a support group when you find that your motivation to study is slipping, so the other group member can be a source of encouragement. Students may be reluctant to ask a question in class, so students will find it easier to ask questions in a small study group. Other than that, group members will listen and discuss information and concepts during the study session. These activities add a strong auditory dimension to your learning experience. Besides that, one or more group members are likely to understand something that you do not understand, so they may bring up ideas you never considered, and you can learn valuable new study habits from the other group member.
Besides that face-to-face as well, we can go to the library to find information. What are the benefits?
Each college and university have provided a library for all students to use to find information about tasks that students need to complete. In my opinion, going to this library is more effective because students can find various reading materials related to their tasks. There are many benefits when we use the library. Libraries are perfect space for study since they allow you to have all the necessary material on hand. In addition, they usually open 24 hours in the test period, so you can study even at night. Studying in a library allows you to get out of the rut and into your comfort zone. Being surrounded by other people who are also studying, you will concentrate more and you will be more predisposed to learning. While there are no standards in your home, libraries cannot talk, eat, drink, or leave the table for a long time. All these prohibitions make much more study. If you are already there, you make time count. Public libraries allow you to study accompanied by other friends or colleagues who can help you solve any question at specific time. You can also stay with one of them to walk to the library of the university or the neighborhood. So you will feel obligated to go to the appointment and not procrastinate. The breaks in the library are very effective and helpful since we did not disconnect by checking the cell phone or lying on the sofa. We go outside, talk, eat and drink fresh air. A few minutes will be sufficient to return to the study with strength, spirit and a good concentration.
Wow, the many benefit we can get with traditional learning. In Amy's opinion, by learning traditionally, students can indirectly compete with others and compete with friends in a healthy way. Can Miss Amy explain this?
If you think college is about meeting new friends, going to class, studying for exam and finding time to play, well, you are right. Those are important aspects of college life. They are not the only aspect, however. One of the most important actions you can take in college is called networking. You have likely heard of networking by now and know that it involves meeting the right people who can help you currently or in the future with your career goals. In fact, a recent report claims 85% of all jobs are found through networking, allows you to keep learning, graduating from college and getting your diploma does not mean you should quit learning. Employers expect you to keep up with the trends in your industry, maintain certification and license, and even spend time researching on your own through book or online resources. Networking is a great way to gain information about your industry. Networking with leaders and peers in your field help you hear tips and gain advice from others who are successful. You can even learn important news and upcoming change that may be happening within your field. Networking also teaches you how to properly interact with others.
Before COVID-19 hit, all students stayed in college and can do various sports and activities too. So the last question, I can Miss Amy explain why extracurricular activities are important for a student.
The importance of extracurricular activities on college campus is well established. The primary goals of extracurricular activities focus on the individual student level, the institutional level, and the broader community levels. These activities exist to complement the university's academic curriculum and to augment the students' educational experience. According to a 1993 article by Alexander Austin, almost any type of student involvement in college positively affects students' learning and development. Extracurricular activities provide a setting to become involved and to interact with other students, thus leading to increased learning and enhanced development. Specifically, a student's peer group is the most important source of influence on a student's academic and a personal development. By identifying with a peer group, that group may influence a student's effective and cognitive development as well as his or her behavior. As the development of the well-rounded individual is a principal goal of extracurricular activities on college and university campus. The numerous experience these activities afford positive impact students' emotional, intellectual, social and interpersonal development. By working together with other individual students, learns to negotiate, communicate, manage conflict, and lead others taking part in these out of the classroom activities, help students to understand the importance of critical thinking skills, time management, and academic and intellectual competence. Involvement in activities helps students mature socially by providing a setting for student interaction, relationship formation and discussion, working outside of the classroom with diverse group of individuals allows for students to gain more self-confidence, autonomy, and appreciation for others. Difference and similarities.
Thank you, Miss Amina Jua, for its clear explanation that thoughtful information. Alright. Okay, at the end of our forum discussion today, online learning and traditional learning have their respective advantage. Today, we can get more information and add more knowledge about online learning and traditional learning. It seems that all the questions have been answered. Time has also invited you directly, so it's over for our forum today. The good is from God, the evil is of our weakness. Thank you to our invited panels today. We meet you again the other day, inshallah.